We should be live, Tash. We should.
What?
We should be live.
What? I don't think. I'm just going to throw it out there, Gemma. I'm not sure that any of us feel terribly live this morning.
No. Not feeling our shiny and sparkly best, are we? None of us.
Do you know what? I wouldn't mind if we'd had like a crazy Christmas party or something.
That'd be nice.
Or we'd
had a live, an amazing, fabulous and raucous night at the Indian or something.
We didn't, did we?
No, we did not.
What did we do, Gemma?
Oh, I left here at 9 something last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and I ate some chicken nuggets and cracked on and worked until silly o'clock.
We did.
Which being as we've been working from silly o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
The glamour over here. That's how we have our lives here. Glamour, glamour, and more glamour.
It's all glamour.
Yeah.
It's all glamour. Do you know? I just realised I've still got my warm
look
thing
nice
on.
That. Keep it
Do you
on.
think?
Yeah, it looks nice. Wafty waft. Ready?
Do I look like a superhero cape?
Yeah. You don't look quite as glamorous as that there Beryl in the background, though.
Do you know what? Beryl's looking
fabulous.
Super gorgeous this morning. So last night, one of the things that we were doing was finishing. Oh, the bags, Gemma! I love the bags.
So do I.
We
Look
had
at
a
Beryl.
message from someone saying, could they have the purpley one on the wall?
Not as in have it, as in buy the sample.
Oh, I don't know. I thought she wanted the kit and instructions.
Oh, I don't know, maybe.
But I'm assuming she meant that one.
Well, we need to just check when we've cut
Because
them, see if we've got left.
That
That's purpley too.
I know, but that wasn't on the wall during the show. It was that one.
That's very true.
So we've played detective this morning,
Okay.
and we think it's that one.
Well, once we've cut all the kits and we've seen whether we've got fabric left,
Yeah.
we can look into that for you.
Now. I think she just couldn't find it, Jim.
Oh, well, that's okay.
Yeah. I think we
you
do.
can't be sure now because we have samples that come through. It might be that they just want the sample.
Now, this.
I know.
You know how I said, I love all the cave, and that had been my inspiration because I'd seen the cave done.
Sure.
Which was fabulous. But there's something a bit gorgeous about this fabric.
Oh, agreed.
And then, because we had the, infinity scarf.
That one.
Yeah, come on, why aren't you playing charades with me this
I
morning?
know, I'm just dead tired.
She's not even looking at me.
I know.
But we ran out of that. We sold out of all of that.
We did.
But look at this particularly fabulous one. I'm just going to throw it out there, Jim. I think I prefer
Someone
this
really clever
one.
made that.
Someone very clever
Nice
chose the
job.
fabrics.
Yeah.
And then someone very fabulous made it.
Yeah.
Team. That's what being a team is.
Yep. Teamwork
Teammate.
makes the dream work.
Yeah. And then obviously in the night, disaster hit.
Yeah, it wasn't the best.
I have felt better.
I'm
not going to lie. I'm not going to lie.
You're not your sparkly best.
So, I've been to the pharmacy this morning and bought all the drugs in all the world.
Yeah.
Which I think might have made me feel worse, if I'm honest.
It was clever, wasn't it?
Yeah, because
Really
I don't think
clever.
you should take them on an empty stomach. But
Sometimes
we're here.
needs must.
I've had a piece of toast, so it'll be kill or cure.
I nearly started singing then. I really have to stop it.
What were you
It's one of the best lyrics ever. It was Desiree when she sang Life. Rather have a piece of toast. When she said about being afraid of a ghost. Yeah.
I'd rather have a piece of toast.
To watch
Yes.
the evening news. Yeah. Sorry, everybody. There's a song for every occasion. in my world.
There really is.
Sorry.
There really is. Now,
It never ceases to amaze Natasha. Yesterday she was saying, "Really? You made a song out of that?" Like, yeah, sorry. In my ideal world, I would live in something like High School Musical or Grease.
would you, where it's okay to just...
Where it's okay to sing all the time and break out into songs spontaneously.
I think it is here, though, Jem, to be fair.
I know, not when Inga's around. I don't think she's loving me at the moment.
No.
I am particularly
Songy.
vocal.
Singy.
Yeah.
Singy-songy.
Singy-songy.
Right, so I've been working on my glittery PU tissue box. This was version number 1. Not quite happy with it. I've shaved a bit off here and there. So we're going to see if that works better today. I would have done more, but, you know, I've been a little incapacitated. But
never been more glad that we've got a bed down the other end of the warehouse for, you know, photography and display of quilting purposes.
And me just flopping,
Go and lie
going.
on that, Tash. Go and lie on that.
My children think it's hilarious.
They do.
They do. When are you coming home, Mummy?
When I stop being quite so poorly.
Yeah, and can actually be in a car for a length of time.
It's all the fun.
Yeah, but I stupidly told Freddie like the full reason, didn't I?
I know, yeah.
He is going to tell everyone at school. Ha!
Of course he is.
However, do you know what? It is the perfect. These are the perfect makes. It's almost like I knew. I didn't know. What I sort of did. My mum said, "Do you think you've got the tummy bug from me?" And then Jane said, "Do you think you've got my tummy bug?" I went, "It didn't come with a signature."
No.
Like, I don't know.
All I know is I don't want it.
Well, I'm staying over here.
Yeah,
you stay over there.
Yeah, I know.
And then I'm going to shimmy myself around the corner, get in my car and go.
Yeah, good. And then I'm just... Yeah.
However.
I'll come out of this room. It's a beauty, look.
Right. I bought you lot the... Hang on, where's my torch gone? Jim, what have I done with my torch?
Well, I don't know.
But you're meant to know everything. Glow in the dark! Glow in the dark. I love a hot water bottle. If you do not want to put your heating on, or why are you making faces at me?
You know, last night when it was silly late and I went, "Oh, Tash, do these fabric bundles need loading?" And you went, yeah. And I was like, right, I am going to go now. Send me pictures across and I'll load them. Them there at the front.
Oh, yeah, no.
I might have to just shenanigate those away in a moment
fine.
and casually do that. But yeah, look at your magic torch. Can we do that again, please? There was a book called The Magic Torch, I think.
Timmy and the Magic Torch or something.
I don't know, it might have been a Biff, Chip and Kipper one. If anyone had to do those with
anyway.
their kids. One of those learning to read books they had at school.
Oh, don't. That
Biff,
brings me
Chip
back
and
to...
Kipper,
yeah, but that brings
called.
me back to parents' evening. What sort of phonics did Freddie do?
If I were to turn the lights off, would you get a better glow?
I don't know, let's try.
Should we try? Well, I still have the studio light on and that's the big bright one. Bear with everyone. Look at that. Does that make a difference? It does, I think.
Maybe.
Look at that.
It does glow, but it just glows on the stars. The rest is fluffy and fabulous.
Beautiful though.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
There we go.
And it's ridiculously soft and fluffy. So, the thing is, right, my kids go to stay with Grandma and Barry.
Who is Grandad? But just somehow they've never got the hang of that.
No, they just call him Barry. Which means that instead of calling him Dad, I now call him Barry.
Or Bazza.
Or Bazza. He hates that. I never call him Bazza to his face. No. It's like if people call me Nat, I'm like, who's that?
Yeah.
But yeah, so they go to stay with, and also it's not Grandma and Barry, it's just Grandma Barry.
Yes.
It's funny, isn't it, how every family has one. I had a step granddad called Derek, so I had Granny and Derek, and I just assumed that everybody had a Derek.
Oh, nice.
I just, well, who's your Derek? Is that your Derek? And everyone would give me funny looks. I don't know. I was little. I just assumed that everyone had, I had a nanny and granddad, had a grandma, and had a Granny and Derek. Everyone had a Derek.
My friend, her kids couldn't say granddad, so they said Gan-Gan. And then all the kids called Izzy's granddad Gan-Gan. So he was Gan-Gan to everybody. Yeah. Even we started it. His name's Brian.
Barry started being Grandad Barry.
Yeah.
And then it got shortened to Granbury.
Granbury, oh. Okay.
And then it just ended up being Barry.
Nice.
Yeah.
Meg called my dad Grumps for a while, which I thought was marvellous. He wasn't so fond. And then she used to sneak up on him when he was asleep. And she'd stand next to him and she'd go, Granad! So it was Granad with no D in the middle for a really long time. He used to absolutely jump out of his skin.
Brilliant.
He's got a heart problem now.
We'll do that now.
Granad!
Anyway,
the
fact of the matter was that when the Smalls go to stay with Grandma Barry, I want them to have nice warm toasty PJs. So when they snuggle down and I'm not there at bedtime to read them a bedtime story, they can have their hot water bottles, they can stuff their pyjamas in there while they're in the bath, gets them warm, We're not having to put on lots of heating.
No.
Exactly,
Because
right? Exactly.
No one wants to watch that little gauge
That will
go up.
warm your PJs in there.
Yep.
And then you get out of the bath, you put your PJs on, you snuggle that, and then you have bedtime story.
Snuggly, buggly.
Yeah. Or if you're like me, you just feel really rough today and could just do with just... And that would also work.
Always had one of those at school, to be fair. You'd go and see the nurse and get one, you know, because...
Did you? Can they do that now, health and safety?
Yeah, they still do.
Do they?
Meg, bless her, has all sorts of problems with her tummy. For all sorts of reasons, actually, bless her. And they keep trying to send her home. And I'm like, she's nearly 18. She's got to do sixth form. She can't come home every time she's got a ladies' problem or a tummy problem. You know.
Crack on, love.
Give her a hot water bottle.
Yep, she'll be fine.
Bless, as a lady in student services who's like, just come and see me, Meg. I'll fill a hot water bottle up with you. She keeps it in the boot of the car. But she needs a snuggly cover like that.
She does need a snuggly cover. I'm going to say hello to everyone, Jem.
Let me get that sorted.
I'm going to turn the volume down.
Oh yeah, Claire Angelina tells us that Facebook behaved today and did a notification and everything.
Did it?
It did, yeah. Clever, isn't it?
I'm just going to lean. Don't mind me. Oh, and put my glasses on.
Idea,
You see,
isn't
I
it?
feel like we've gone from one extreme to the other. Yesterday I was bouncing off the ceiling. Today, oof.
I nearly
Morning,
fell
Carol.
again.
Morning, Joy. Morning, Martin. He's loving the glow in the dark fabric. Hot cushion covers. Yeah, that's the one. Jamie and the magic torch. Thank you, Sylv. Thank you.
Oh no, the Biff, Chip and Kipper book. That was the magic finger. I'm not even joking. I
You
know.
wouldn't get away with that now, would you?
I don't think so.
Crikey
To be
bobs.
fair, the magic finger was a bit of a point of chuckling from the parents at the time as well.
Yeah, there are those things, aren't there? Yeah, Vicky wants to know what happened. I'll fill you in later, Vicky. But,
I
you know,
said, she said, oh,
good.
do we not want to know? And I
No.
went, that.
No. Morning, Pam. She's my sewing room. It's very glow in the dark at the moment. Lots of the dinosaurs and cream, bumbleberries. Well, yeah.
She got the glow-in-the-dark bumbleberries. I'm very envious. I wanted those. But you see, you snooze, you lose, and I'd had my chance. But she got the glow-in-the-dark bumbleberries. We haven't got any left now.
As well.
I know.
Can you get some of that?
We do.
Oh, yeah. Vicky's dad calls him himself Grumpy, self-named. Yeah.
Nice work.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Oh, he had the most amazing handlebar moustache as well.
I love that.
There's a certain time in a man's life where they can rock a handlebar moustache,
Yeah.
and it's actually quite attractive. You know, in like Monica and Friends,
Yeah.
who is it that she falls for?
Oh, Tom Selleck. Tom Selleck played her love interest, didn't he? Now, he did a moustache well.
He did
Tell you who else did?
everything well.
Tosh in The Bill. He did a moustache well as well. Someone who doesn't do a
Tosh.
moustache quite so well is Meg's boyfriend, who's trying to do this through
November.
November. Yeah, you saw him the other day. Did you even notice?
No.
No, there's a few little stray hairs on his top lip. It is a source of much amusement on guys' parts.
What, big 6'4" playing rugby player?
Yeah, 6 foot.
That can only sprout a couple of hairs.
Yeah, and we were at dinner the other night, and Guy was like, "Oh, sorry, mate, that took you what, a month to grow?" And just guffawed. And fair play to gents, just well with it and laughed as well. And he went, "I know, it's a bit rubbish."
Do you know what though? I was watching some sort of rugby the other day. I don't know. I think there might have been some Australians playing, but there were quite a few mullets, and I'd forgotten that it was Movember.
Yes.
I was just like,
What are all these moustaches everywhere?
what is happening? It's like this was bad enough first time around in the 70s. What is happening with mullets and really bad moustaches? And they were all wearing it. I was like, oh no.
It's not
No.
the thing, boys.
You see, I had a mullet.
You did, from Mary Shufflebottom.
Mary Shufflebottom cut me a mullet when I was 13. Great age. Thank you so much, Mary. It was not anything that I ever loved.
Wasn't an intentional mullet though.
It
Really,
was an
was
intentional mullet. No one should have a mullet like that. I'm going to crack on, Jem,
Yeah, good plan, Stan.
and make something because I don't know how long I'm going to manage to stand. So you can get your fat quarter trio so that you can make that to go with your bag or just look fabulous. It's up to you. You can just look fabulous. We will give you permission to just look fabulous.
Always.
I'd love to look fabulous. Oh, look, Gemma, look, I did that thing of putting them here.
I mean, we both go with looking human today. But
I know. I
fabulous,
went
but
to
a
the
dream.
pharmacy this morning and I listed all the drugs that I wanted, and he just looked at me and went, "Mate, I've got to do live TV this morning," and he just looked at me as if to say, "No chance. That's not going to go well."
Shouldn't take all that together. No, good, I won't. Honest governor.
Turns out it makes you feel worse when you do. Who knew?
Oh, excellent.
Who knew?
But we
So-
are professionals and therefore...
We are so professional, so the show must go on. We've barely even mentioned it. No one would know, Gemma. No one would know. Let's look at some fabric, and not me. That's a better picture. My old boss at Crate and Craft, when I first started, she would call it uncomfortable viewing and send you home.
Excellent.
She'd be like, "I'm very sorry, but you're making uncomfortable viewing.
Nice.
Go home," which is a freelancer you never wanted to hear.
No.
Ever. This is your trio, your fat cord. I love this one.
It's brilliant. So that's decanted. Or decanted.
This is all from the same range,
Salon
which is why we know they go.
Yes.
But I just, when Brandon was first talking to me about, because he was the one, wasn't he, that during lockdown wanted us to do a excuse me, wanted us to do a three fat quarter infinity scarf. Thank you very much. They're the words.
I was
And he
just
said
really
that-
hoping I was saying what you meant and that you hadn't had something else at some point.
No. So, and he says, so you need a bit of contrast. So that is what we've got, but it's discreet contrast, but it's from the same collection. I just love it. It's decadent. It's a bit quirky. It's a bit different. I heart it very much.
But they're beautiful, and they
Yeah.
are
And that
all
will be
in
mine.
that gorgeous smoke colourway, which I adore.
Love.
And who doesn't love some mushrooms?
Well,
To
quite.
be fair, they are a love-hate thing, mushrooms.
Love mushrooms.
I love mushrooms.
Love mushrooms.
Yeah.
Now.
But then I am married to a fun guy.
That's awful, Gemma.
Oh dear, sorry everyone. It's a proper grown joke moment.
I think
wasn't
that,
it?
yeah, that's the level of today.
Yeah.
I have one of these. So the other thing that we did was also go through. We had a bit of a rummage and a clear out, didn't we, yesterday?
We did.
We've put this on a ridiculous deal. This is the very last half metre of the Robert Kaufman Silverstone in Raspberry with that beautiful silver detailing, which happens to go rather spectacularly with the Lisa Chandler.
Yeah.
I only have one. Snooze you lose. We've put it on a ridiculous discount because I kind of forgot that Cyber Monday was done now and just carried on.
I'll be honest, SJ and I, poor SJ's not well this morning either. I haven't even got a chance to tell you that. But I
What's
don't
up with
think
SJ?
I don't think we've even usual. We'll go through that later as well.
Right, good.
I don't think we've
have
even
SJ.
got around to taking the Black Friday page down.
Okay,
I'm
well,
just going to
just
mention that quickly
Fill your boots then.
because that will come down because it's not Cyber Monday anymore.
No.
But in the interest of
I love that it was still called Black Friday on Cyber Monday.
I know. That just sums up how well SJ's been feeling for the last 24 hours.
We've
or
all
so.
been feeling fabulous.
But just to be clear, yeah, we
will take it
we
down
will
at some
take
point
it down.
when we can.
Yeah, we had to
muster up
pick
the
our
energy.
battles this morning and
Yeah,
prioritise.
that wasn't one.
No.
Inga feels fit as a butcher's dog,
Excellent.
which is good. So she's gone traipsing off to the dentist.
Fabulous stoical northerner. Love it.
She's got brown velvet trousers on today.
She offered you them.
She just went, "Do you want these, Tash?"
Which probably gives a little bit too much perspective on how and why Natasha is suffering. Moving on.
She
That's
said
as
as
much
she
as
walked
we're gonna
out the
say.
door, she's like, "I'll go and get your pair, shall I?" I'm like, "All right there, Inga. All right." So that was all the fun.
Oh dear.
That was funny from our stoical northerner. Now. What about this? Gemma, I think I've only got 2 of these, you know.
Crikey bobs.
So this is a half metre and this is a half metre, and they're both gorgeous. This is Lisa, this is Robert Kaufman. Fabrics, not actual people. And I heart them very much. This is the last, I have to tell you, of the classic stripe. I have no more. Not until I put in another order with Lisa. I'd be getting it all.
Yeah.
I was very tempted, but I do. Gemma, did you notice the little stash of, and that's my pile?
Yes, I did.
Did you notice that?
Yeah, I did. I just had
Did
to
you
avert
ignore
my
it?
eyes.
Did you? I couldn't
Oh,
help
I
it.
love our viewers. Heidi says, we have a Nana Wales. My youngest decided to start calling my mother Nana Wales when we moved to Yorkshire, but she stayed in Wales. Everyone now calls her Nana Wales.
Yes.
That's lovely, isn't it?
That's the one.
And Rona is called Auntie Crazy by all of her nieces and nephews, which she loves.
I aspire to that.
Yeah,
that would
great.
be amazing.
Auntie Crazy, yeah. See, Gemma's got various. She's got a Nana Rias because she couldn't say Maria.
And then a what?
Nana Rias because she couldn't say Nana Maria.
Right.
So Nana Rias.
Right.
Still Nana Rias now.
Okay.
Gemma's 19.
Yeah.
And Silly Susie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that the dog?
This is no.
Oh.
It's a person.
Oh, okay.
It's a relative.
Oh.
But yeah, it just,
it's a beautiful thing.
how it is. How it is.
It is a beautiful thing. And these things stick. They do stick.
Oh, Joy has joined us. I think she
Morning,
missed the
Joy.
earliest part of the show. She says, good morning, ladies. You sound a bit better today, Natasha. On the cold front, yes. Yes, she is, I'd say. Perhaps in other areas, not so much.
Less fabulous.
She also loves the glow-in-the-dark hot water bottle, useful for when your hot water bottle goes cold and you want to get rid of it in the night. There you go, you can see it.
You can.
See it in the night.
And stuff your PJs in. Now, we've got these on a really silly deal. They're half price. So if you wanted to make anything fabulous out of the PU and various, I'm not going to spend hours showing you these because you have seen these before, but we just had a handful left, so we thought, you know what? In the interests of
continuing Black Friday.
Black Friday, which is Cyber Monday, which is
which
just,
didn't end up being Cyber Monday because we didn't change the
we didn't change it
we're
because
so
none of us are feeling
professional,
fabulous.
guys,
We're doing really well.
Oh, marvellous.
But do you know what I'm hoping, Gemma?
Yeah.
Is that we will just get this out of the way and then we'll all be great for Christmas.
Well,
Get it out of the way
exactly.
now.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're done.
And in the interim, while we're feeling rubbish and just keep being frivolous and going, oh, have this for silly because
Have this for £6.
feeling
3 fat
rubbish.
quarters for £6.
Yeah, it's half price.
I can't really
It's
tell you.
half price. So,
3 fat quarters for £6. 3 fat quarters for £6. I didn't. We've got a couple more with black, which
can
are
I
still
just
on
put
the
this in
shelf.
perspective?
3 fat quarters, £6. 3 fat
That's
quarters.
designer
£6.
fabric in there.
I know,
as well.
I know.
Should be £4
Well,
on its own.
I'm not being funny,
Designer
but
fabric.
this was meant to be £7.99. We've already halved that to £3.99 on its own, haven't we?
Well, for half a metre, that's a
For a
fat
half
quarter,
metre.
so that
This
should
is a
be-
fat quarter, so
yeah,
that should have been the £3.99 on
yeah,
its own.
Yeah.
And then you've got a fat quarter of plain and fat quarter of designer fabric. That one's got 2 designer fabrics. Don't know if that's got away with it. Anyway, whack them in your stash. You've got your glittery stuff. You're all good. I think you could probably get one of these tissue holders out of the fat quarter
Well,
of
that'd be
glittery
nice.
PU. But here's the thing, right? You can get the pattern on its own,
You can.
or Gemma, or you can get it with,
Oh, no.
because you're going to, I've gone for this size. Now, if you want me to tell you the size of the box, but then you see you've got the box, you know what size you're looking for when you go to the shops,
Correct.
right? Because it fits very snugly on it. It's a really easy make as well. Really easy
Righto.
make. Okay, let's get all of this stuff out of the way. And I'm hoping that with my last little eke and tweak to the template, it's going to be even more snug. Now, the fabrics that Gemma was talking about, which she said, Natasha, we haven't photographed it. These will be going up later. I will put these on a cracking deal. They're really beautiful. Look, this is like a woody effect
cloth
there.
work. They're just stunning.
And
They are proper beauts, aren't
I
they?
know, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? The detailing it is absolutely gorgeous. Kendra Binney is the designer. I have wanted to make one of the round handle bags in this for so long, and I don't know if I've had my chance now, if these go today.
Right.
I've got a handful of those, I've got slightly more of those, but really not very many at all. Now, Gemma, the other thing that we were going to do, so come back and check the website for that. I've got a bit of bling going on as well. And hang on, let me move all of this off. There. Did we load these
Yeah.
in the end? All of them?
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah.
You know how you're doing the
4
three-
from 2.
4 from
fat
2.
quarter.
fat quarters?
Yeah.
we've got 3 more options for you. I love this colourway. I'm just going to say I love this colourway. That's why I bought the fabric in the first place. And you've kind of all had it while I haven't been here.
I know, sorry.
I barely had
The
a
last
look
of
in.
the quilt kits went as well in the night. Because I did manage to make one extra, but...
Did it go in the night?
Yeah,
You've had your chance, as Inga would say.
Yeah, very astute customer who spotted it.
Well done.
As I'd managed to make a last one up and spotted that the Black Friday deals were still active, so filled her boots with
Amazing.
those. Well done, you.
Well done. Yeah, I salute
we
you.
tip our hats to
I
you.
absolutely salute you. So, Inga was laughing the other day saying that she could never do customer services.
No.
And we will never let Inga or Izzy near customer services. We were laughing about this because basically any time that something's run out, Inga just goes, "Had the chance."
They had their chance. It's been
They've had
around for
their chance.
ages.
She's very northern about it. They've had the chance. And with Izzy, bless her, it's just soz babes.
Oh,
So could you imagine customer service?
Sauce babes.
Yeah, I forgot about that, soz babes. Yeah, that they will
No.
never do customer services.
No.
We let Jane loose on that because otherwise it would be you've had your chance or soz babes. My remit to Jane when she took over customer services, because it made most sense because she's put a lot of the kits together and a lot of the questions were quilt related, was how would you want your mother to be treated?
Yeah.
You know, if your mother had a problem with something, how would you want her to be treated?
Exactly that.
Depends if you're getting on all right with your mum, doesn't it, I guess? If you had a falling out with your mother. Because let's face it, as daughters, we do occasionally fall out with our mothers. Oh, no,
We
you
do.
and Ed's don't, do you? Actually, you and Ed's are pretty good. Gemma's like, what? This is foreign to me.
Yeah, we don't fall out.
Did you ever when you were a teenager?
Not really, no.
Did you not?
No.
Oh, I was a right pain in the... Anyway, I feel sorry for my mother. My mother just giggles now at me trying to parent Emily and just goes, ha ha, you got what you deserve. It's nice, isn't it?
It's really nice. It's very
Slash
supportive.
true.
Meg, to be fair, Meg didn't sleep when she was tiny, and my mum just kept saying, "Well, you did it to me." And I was like, "Oh, come on, bit of solidarity, please."
No, they laugh
They do laugh
in the
your
face of, ha ha, I went through
Karma.
this, it's now your turn.
Karma is what they laugh in the face of. There,
Whoops.
you did it to me, so
It's quite fair that your daughter or son does it to you. Actually, Freddie was a delightful child. Still is. He's my sunshine. Right, you want to do this on the fold, by the way. You will get this out of a fat quarter because look, I've got loads left. Quite a nice little gift, actually. And very inexpensive as well. Very inexpensive. I need 2 of these. I'm just going to draw around it. Do you know what I like about this Gemma?
what's that then?
Well, for the rest of the year, you can make it out of normal PU, glittery for Christmas, or actually just for Emily's bedroom will be glittery.
I'm sorry, look, we've got Sylve Sparkly on. I think she will very firmly inform you that sparkles are for life,
Not just for Christmas. I approve that message. Yes.
Have a word.
Soz.
Natasha, do we have plentiful amount of said amazing tissue boxes to go with the
I can always get more.
Okay, good. That's fine. Just asking for a friend. / need to know for the product page.
Okay.
Thanks.
I did give you the numbers.
Did you though?
Yes. Gemma?
It says I've had 3. Okay, that's fine then.
But I sent you the details for how many I bought.
Oh, good. Well done, you.
Well done, me. I'm going to get... Gemma's just laughing.
I am.
Are you? Or are you secretly crying somewhat?
Wow, you know.
This wasn't meant to be what we were going to do today, by the way. Can I just apologise? I'm just going to apologise now. If you tuned in hoping to see a makeup roll...
was the intention. Sometimes life goes other ways.
Yeah. And it did very much go another way last night. So... what we're doing instead is basically everything to make you feel better. Did you notice that though? The makes that we do have today are all very appropriate for how rough we're all feeling. I'm going to use my Perfect 5 and I'm just going to...
I love my Perfect 5.
My Perfect 5
I
too.
use mine loads.
All the time. There we go. I'm just going to mark off on there a little 1/4 inch on the corner. Now when you cut that out, you want to cut just within that 1/4 inch.
Plan, Stan.
All right.
Good
Look,
day.
this with the chewed slightly stood on lid that I stood on yesterday after the dog chewed it off the floor. I'm doing all right. Today's going to be a great day, Gemma.
You are absolutely the boss of your own life here.
I know, right? Day is going to be fabulous. And then choppity chop. I love this glitter PU. This was quite the find. I was trying to explain to people on Crank Craft the other day that you can sew like it just like you can normal stuff. And then the other mark that I'm just going to make on here is a little 1/4 inch in that middle bit. We're just going to snip in there. Snip, snippity, snip, snip, Gem. If you have got your wash away quilters tape, you might want to whip that out.
Love a bit of that. We
Everyone
have
should
got
have
that
it.
in today's collection as well, for those who don't have it, because you will hear Natasha say there's a lot. And I'll
Whip
be
out
honest,
your wash away quilters tape.
we're about the things that make life easy here, and that one certainly does.
It really does.
And we've used various brands as well. This one's your fave. This one is your fave because it's a nice slim one. Some of them are that smidge too wide.
1/4 inch this one,
Yeah,
which means that I can use it for seams. You'll see
but it sews really
in just
nice.
a minute.
Don't
It
worry,
does.
it's going to gum up your machine and stuff.
Well, no, because right. So yeah, the other ones that I've tried. If you go for not the wash away one, then it gunks your needle. My experience was it gunks up your needle. Don't want any of that.
No, we really don't.
Even if you have got 100 sitting in your pot, you don't want to use it just because you gunked up your needle.
I always wonder whereabouts in that machine it's going as well.
Well, yeah, quite.
Shoved down the bottom. Not a good idea.
But this one doesn't.
Good, eh?
So that's why I stick with it. And also, if you want it to have a slightly more solid adhesion, you just whack a iron on it. So I'm just going to snip just within, just in front of, not quite up to. If you were sewing it, it would call it scant on that 1/4 inch. We're nearly there, Gem.
Not bad, eh?
I know. For a little gift. Or just to cheer up someone that's got a snotty nose like me. Yeah, look, that's how much I've used. Hang on, this is a 1/2 metre. If you were savvy, Gemma, I reckon you could get 2 out of a fat 1/4, which means you get 4 out of a 1/2 metre. That is cheap gifting if you think that we've reduced this for Black Friday sales down to £3.99.
Certainly is.
But keep the pattern because then you can use normal PU for the rest of the year. Can't you?
You can.
Yeah. You can.
This is not just a make for Christmas.
No then. I'm going to
And
find
I know
that.
I always say, but it is a good make for a young person as well, which they can be tricky to make for.
Well, and
If anything
also,
like makeup goes everywhere. So if you use a nice wipeable PU for one for a bedroom,
yeah.
great. 'Cause everything's always covered in a fine film of makeup in Meg's bedroom.
That's fair enough. Just marking the middle. And also, mark the middle there. Got to remember how to do this now, Gem. You know when I do that thing of making it in the week and then I forget how
Good,
to
isn't it?
actually make it.
Well done you.
Well done me. But what I do remember from my very own instructions is using this.
Would you like me to print you some instructions? Do you need me to do that?
No, it's fine.
You sure? Okay.
Oh, it's,
I did offer though, did everyone notice?
oh, if it all
We're being
goes.
kind to Natasha today. I know normally it's my job, my absolute job to take
Give me
Mickey and generally
Oh.
cause carnage with her. But today, kind, so she really must feel rough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did have that moment at 4 o'clock this morning where I just went, no.
Just not today. Thank
Not today.
you.
I don't want to adult.
Not
I don't want to do anything today. I don't even want to actually move.
Oh, it's not fair.
Do you know how bad it was?
How bad? Did you have a little cry?
No.
Oh, okay, not that bad then.
I let Mabel in the bed.
Oh, I don't let Mabel in bed anyway.
I know, but I'm mean. I don't let dogs in the bed.
Properly.
So I'm just using my...
Such a munch. You have to let her in the bed.
I know, but you have to realise that at one stage I had 30 stone a dog. Like, how was I ever going to fit
So
on with
cuddly.
2 Rhodesian Ridgebacks, a Great Dane and a Springer Spaniel?
So cuddly though, Tash.
She is.
Well,
She's
just
insanely
generally,
cuddly.
Having that much dog in the bed is so cuddly.
And then we're going to put our tape on there. I feel like I'm on a little bit of a slow go today. Soz everyone. Soz babes.
Soz babes. Yeah, young
everyone
Izzy's
all
not
right?
in. Young Izzy's poorly as well.
Oh yeah, I mean Izzy trumps us all. She's in
okay.
hospital. I mean, she's properly done it.
Oh, I think she's now out of hospital again.
Oh, is she?
Oh yeah.
Cool.
She's really feeling
In, out, in,
rough.
out. Shake it all about. That's
I know. This
Ozzy.
is how it is now. You say they want you out. Get out. We need your bed. All that.
Well, I know, but you know, just look at that for a minute while I've. Oh, hang on. I was just going to say where have I put my tissues? My tissue box.
Good place to put them, I'd say.
Yeah, right.
You should probably make one of those on the show at some point.
Be really useful, wouldn't it? Do you know what else is going to be really useful? Right, guys, I'm gonna say this in advance. All right. I am not going to be here next Monday and Tuesday because I don't have any childcare. But Derry and his mate are coming in on Saturday and they're going to finish my workstation at home. So I really hope they do.
As if not, your plan is going to be somewhat scattered.
Because I took on board that you lot were really sweet and went, why don't you just do a Facebook Live from home? So Gemma's got a day off on Tuesday,
Yeah.
shock horror.
I know.
So I thought, you know what, I'm going to use this opportunity to do exactly that. To be at home, Shay Tash, and do a little Facebook Live from home for your shows. So they will not be HD like this. They will not be all of this, but they will be from my home in Cornwall on location is how it's going to be. So bear with. And then we'll have to load it onto YouTube later.
Yeah.
I've just seen my camera thing that I'm going to need.
It won't
Just putting that.
Yeah, it won't be on the website, unfortunately. I don't think.
Well,
But we'll
we'll
see what
find
we
a
can
way.
do.
We'll find a way, I'm sure, to do that. She says, knowing nothing about the technical side
Correct.
of her own business.
I don't know that it can be. We'll have to. SJ and I are going to look into this.
Okay. Meanwhile, I'm going to stitch
But it
down
won't
there and
have
up
the
there.
same-
I'm going to
yes.
do the bit that I do, and then you do you. And I know that you just wish that I would just do me
Claire
and not
has
interfere.
arrived 19 minutes ago, so that was when?
Who has?
20 minutes. Claire Everett. And it was about 20 past.
Right.
Because housework got in the way. What? I know.
Claire, have a word, love.
Priorities, my love. It's practically Christmas. It's not allowed anymore. You put your Christmas decorations up and then you can't clean round them until Christmas is over anyway. Perfect excuse.
My kids have got a letter in their school bag.
Oh, Barbara wants to know if we've got any batting seam tape in. She finished hers this morning by making bits of wadding for wall hangers.
Oh, did you?
We did have batting seam tape at one point, didn't we?
We did.
Well,
I've got a roll
Christmas.
sitting on my desk at home.
What, a brand new one?
I'll have a look. If it is, you can have that one.
Ooh.
Now, on that pivotal point where there's no glitter, that's where I pivot and then go up the other side.
Okay, Anne Albon's asked a very sensible question.
Oh, Anne, come
And
on.
she says, which is more snuggly and easier to work with, the fleece or the flannel?
Oh, okay. So I didn't mention this, did I? Oh, hang on. We have up here, we've got,
Flannel.
yeah, flannel, brush cotton, whatever you want.
Designer.
Designer.
Do
And
they not know
then-
you do a live show, Tash?
Huh?
Do they not know you do a live show?
It's my hardcore.
Excellent. Wonderful.
My gateway. I'm living the dream.
I had a call when the show started. It's my mattress.
Do I want 5 or 6 tons?
We're so middle-aged.
Quite excited about it though, because then I can get my tractor out and level it.
Amazing. I'm dead excited because I'm going to get a new mattress. Oh, that's our Christmas present to each other. New mattress.
What was that card that you got for me and Meg took the mick out of? I can't remember what the birthday card was, but it was something getting excited about, something that I do get really excited about.
Oh no, it was
At
one
some
day
point you're young and fabulous, the next you're excited
about a new kettle, but you had just had a new kettle with
my
flowers
Laura
all over
Ashley
it. Yeah, yeah.
kettle. Love my new
Anyway,
kettle.
back to the designer
So anyway,
flannel.
the designer flannel. Use a walking foot. This has got a small amount of stretch in it. So if that bothers you, then go with the flannel. And if you go with the flannel, then you could always do your pocket out of your glow-in-the-dark fabrics, which is what I'm going to demo today. But if you want it snuggly, snuggly, snuggly through and through, do you know what else I might do with this?
Mm-hmm.
I might just cut a length and give it to Mabel as a cover for her bed.
It's lovely.
It's so soft.
But you could just edge this.
You don't even need to edge it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, you don't even need to edge it. You can't, like, if you want to see me, you can.
You
of
could
course
either
you can.
turn it over on itself, or you could pop some bias binding around it or something like that.
You could.
It'd be really nice.
Actually, do you know what I've got? I've got some fluffy nylon in my overlocker, which has finally arrived in Cornwall. So I might just fluffy overlock the edges in pink, if you want pink.
Nice.
Be like, Happy Christmas, Mabel.
Perfect. Claire has an actual real reason for cleaning, which will allow, because she's got a new sofa arriving this afternoon. In which case, yeah, fine, we'll allow a bit of hoovering and a cleaning of the skirting boards, which of course we all do every week.
So Margaret Thatcher used to check how good the cleaner was by checking the top of the door.
Oh, shut up, Margaret.
Can't see up there anyway, Margaret.
She didn't sleep at all either. She slept like maximum 4 hours a day. She was literally you. I know. Just think about that when you're sleeping very little. You too could be Maggie Thatcher.
I don't think anybody would want me to be Margaret Thatcher.
No, exactly. Get some more sleep.
Could you imagine if I ran the country?
Yeah, I know, right? Although I did decide, and Jane actually hilariously said the same yesterday, that I think the next way we should choose a leader for the country is to get them to do something like Celebrity Cyclone on I'm a Celebrity. And or just
I've got that music in my head. The da-da, da-da. Oh, hang on. Where are we?
Back in Black.
Who am I?
If anyone's not seen this clip, Google Celebrity Cyclone 2022 and you will see the ridiculous assault course they do. Yeah.
Ready? Da-da, da-da, da-da. All the way up until he gets his stars. Yeah. If you don't know what we're talking about, just have a little look at
Celebrity Cyclone 2022 and then it's a silly assault course and you fall over, you're slipping up, everything, and then Matt Hancock goes to walk up the slope and just strutted it. Like, just walked. I mean, he did fall over after a little while.
I know, but then obviously...
we're all like, how is he doing that? It was a genius bit of editing and producing where they changed the music and it was just beautifully done.
It was very funny.
Absolutely no opinion on Matt Hancock at all in this. I'm just saying that particular moment was very funny.
For TV editing, you could just see that had a bit of fun.
I do actually think if someone's going to lead our country, we should put them through some kind of boot camp or something where the country watches to see how they cope in a crisis.
Under pressure.
Yeah.
In a tank full of eels.
Yeah. Well, maybe not a tank full of eels, but...
I mean, I don't know. Some of them are slippery as.
Situation. Let's see how they cope. Do they flap? You know?
Because he was, I mean...
Do they get together and work well together? Like, this should be the thing. Instead, we just listen to them tell us a load of stuff, and half the time they don't deliver on what they say they're going to do.
Gemma,
anyway.
all right.
Anyway,
step away from the politics. We don't do politics here, but we do.
It would be great.
Matt Hancock walking up like a boss, looking very, very funny in a cape.
And I'm just going to say, if Boris had done that particular...
He'd have kept his socks on.
That particular
Pretty
activity,
sure.
it would have been the funniest piece of telly I think we'd ever seen, because he would just be an absolute laugh a minute.
Anyway,
He'd be all over
I'm
the
going to
shop.
stitch, and you're probably all saying, but Natasha, you've got wrong sides together rather than right sides
Yeah, look,
together.
she has.
I don't care, because this ain't going to fray.
It's good, isn't it?
So I'm just going to sit, and which means that you can use your glittery thread, you can use a beautiful variegated thread, you can use all the threads in all the world. I'm going to stitch from that bit that I cut out all the way along. If I'm feeling brave, then I will then stop, swivel that round and stitch up there and come back and do that end later. That's what I'm going to do. Go on, what are you giggling about?
I'm giggling at the fact that when you saw that there was a call coming through and you went, oh, it's me hardcore, Auntie Lizzie thought you meant that was your name for a fella.
No!
I want to meet Mr. Hardcore.
Wow! Wow!
And do I want, what was it, 5 ton or 6 ton?
Auntie Lizzle Kangle, get your mind out of the gutter.
Oh, don't, Auntie Lizzie. I like you.
You fabulous woman.
Oh, marvellous. Beautiful.
Do you know what? That would be quite funny.
Yeah.
How many other halves would love to be known as hardcore?
Oh, it's not a bad name, is it? Not a bad name. Becky says, if you ran the country, Tash, you'd have lots of pretty things everywhere.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I have this argument with various people, and they say, why do you not care about politics? And it's like, it's not that I don't care about politics. I find it the most frustrating thing in the world.
Yeah.
Because I'm a doer.
Yeah.
And if I can't actually do anything about it, or if I can't be bothered to do stuff about it, then I don't feel like I can actually have an opinion on it and sit and bitch and moan about it if I can't actually do anything about it. So until such time, Gemma, as I decide that I want to run the country with Glitter PU in my life, then I'm just not going to get involved.
I've just refreshed the YouTube because I was thinking, no one's talking to me today, Natasha. No one at all. Here they are. They're here.
Morning.
They're talking to me. Good morning, everybody. Cynthia says, greetings, coffee time.
Greetings.
Hope you feel better soon.
I think we all do.
Chris says, only just caught you.
Oh.
Mina says, you're having a right time of it. You must be very run down. Hope you feel better soon.
Yeah, do you know what? I think just the move and everything has caught up with me. And also, when you move to a new area, kids have new bugs.
They do.
Like it or not, kids get new bugs.
And kids going back to school as well. They always catch that stuff.
Look.
And they bring it home. Oh, wow.
That's the end of my glittery box.
That's a bit special, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Mina's grandson also started calling her Nanny Noodle, and it stuck, which
Nanny
she
Noodle, love that. When I used to teach, I started off as a supply teacher, and invariably, it was sort of, if I did more than 2 days in a school, then invariably they would ask me to stay for a couple of years or whatever, and that was what would happen. But there was always a thing of, in every new school, you would just, for the first term at least, get everything. And that's the situation I'm in. My kids are in a new school. And also, no one's got any immunity because we haven't gone anywhere.
No,
Have we?
No.
But I know that it does worry you, Gemma, when I get ill, because you don't do getting ill.
No.
I don't. I do not. That's why I'm not really ill.
No, just make it up.
No, just making it up for a bit of sympathy. Is it working?
Buy
Does
our
anyone give
wonderful
me-
wares.
Buy wonderful wares. I promise I haven't been near them. I'm not going to. I'm going to get in the car, go home.
You are. We're going to send you home. I'm assuming you're safe to be in a car for a little while.
Yeah, it'll be fine. If you have anything like that, you just need to trim off. Just trim it off. It's fine. Trim off your threads. Don't know if you can actually see that, or if I'm just blocking it all. Now, Gemma, this is this is the moment that I have been waiting for, because since I tweaked the pattern, I haven't made one.
Does it fit?
Okay, so we're all snug there.
Ah. Stage 1, tick.
And now, you see, it's just like folding over. Oh, yeah, no, look perfect. Absolutely blinking perfect, that is, Jen.
Amazing. That looks fabulous.
So then you're just going to put a cam snap or something in there and then decorate it with all your favourite blingy bits.
So true. Looks marvellous.
That's all right, isn't it? Now on this one...
There's lots of marvellous looking things in this room today now.
Oh, hang on.
I mean, Beryl started us off with looking so fabulous.
I did 3, because this was a bit bigger. I did 3 cam snaps on here.
Ah, you don't need to on this.
I don't need to on this one.
No.
But I will just get... And then you see you can just change them out, you see. I'm very much a fan. So I'm going to put my my opened box in there. My Christmas tissue box. And then off your pattern, you can either decide whereabouts you want your cam snap or snaps to be by just sort of pinching it, or you can use the guide on your pattern. You do have a guide placement mark on your pattern. Then you're going to get your pokey tool. Here's mine. Pokey McPocus in it. Are you cracking your neck again, Gemma?
I am. You're not supposed to tell everyone.
Oh, sorry. Don't do it. It's horrible.
I have to because it gets stuck. Oh, it's vile. We know this.
What colour
Oh, that looks marvellous.
snap should we go with? If you've not got any snaps, you might want to start a set here.
Rather good.
Do you know, I might just go clear. I go clear a lot.
You do actually.
I really like, and we've got clear by the pack.
Yeah, I think actually they've been rather popular. I think I would say.
Popular.
I think we're down to 1 packet, or has someone had them now? Oh no. When I checked earlier, we were down to 1. Crikey. Also, that infinity scarf of Beryl's is going rather well.
Oh, good.
She's got no need for this blowing the nose malarkey, you know. She's just doing it to add credibility to her demo. That's
You
all
reckon?
it is. Yeah.
Thanks,
definitely.
Jen. You can see I get absolutely zero sympathy around here.
Oh, talking of zero sympathy, I rang my mother on the way to work.
Right.
Some of you may remember the fond love with which I gave my husband sympathy last week when he'd hurt his toe.
Oh yeah, no, there was none.
And I'm chatting to my mum, and I can hear my dad yelling in the background. She's like, "What? What do you want? I'm on the phone." Like, then
good.
suddenly it was, "You've done what?"
Oh no, what's Les done?
"Well, why is your toe bleeding?"
Oh
Like,
no!
crying out loud, he's like your husband. And I said, "What's he done?" She said, "What have you done? What have you done?" And after further investigation and very little sympathy, which explains exactly where I get my unique brand of sympathy from, we find out that he's just cut his toenail so short because he can't see properly. He's let his toe bleed.
Oh no!
I know. She said, "Oh, Gemma, what are they like, these men folk?" I was like, "Well, I do now see how unsympathetic I might sound, having just heard you." Oh no.
Is that going to change how you are with?
No, excellent.
Poor guy, no.
Is it? No. No.
Oh heck no!
No, definitely not.
I love the way you thought he was going to get some sort of sympathy from me at the weekend.
I know.
I just laughed.
Oh no.
Soz guy. Looking in the wrong place here too, mate.
Oh, Sylv says, "I once went on a holiday to Greece. They obviously hadn't cleaned the apartment. We caught violent gastroenteritis from
Oh!
the previous occupant."
Oh, all the
Flight,
fun.
perhaps? Oh, vile.
It's just part of life, isn't it? It just is.
Mm-hmm.
It just makes me giggle because my mum was like, "Oh no, have you had it from me?" Because when I went to get the kids last week, I had a message for her because she'd kept them overnight, an extra night, because I was really late back.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just keep them, and then you can come at 7 o'clock in the morning, not before, because we won't be up. At 7 o'clock in the morning, you can come and get them for breakfast. So I was just cooling my heels at home, doing a bit of work, waiting to be allowed to get my kids. And yeah, I missed the fact that my phone had rung and everything else, with my mum going, "Could you come now? Could you come now?" and Barry had to do Emily's hair and everything for school. So Barry and Freddie had done Emily's hair, and bless them, they tried their hardest to that way around to be my mum.
Oh,
I'm going to put a little flower on there.
beautiful.
Let me.
Oh, well, that's going to be a bit special, isn't it? Oh, that's lovely. That's gorgeous, isn't it?
Do you know what? For something that cost
lot.
pennies to make,
Very nice.
but I would get it with that, so you know what size.
Yes. Yes, and we've got a bundle of instructions and that there box. Oh, Kerry says, "Hi ladies, once again I'm stuck listening to the Devil Pig on TV whilst coming up with a plan to get my child to watch something else." Pepper.
Optional.
Pepper is that there, Devil Pig, anyone who's wondering. Peppa
Now,
Pig.
do I?
Oh, yes, you've got
Have we got any of
options.
these loaded?
Loads of those available. I don't know whether we've got them loaded because we were doing fabulous things with them. We've got an
actually-
extra stash. I think
This is your 60ml almond pearl and topper, but I can't open it, Gemma. I feel like Emily trying to get into a packet of crisps.
Let's have a look.
Okay. Mummy, can't do it.
No, I'm just adding more stock actually because you're right. We
What?
put these on the V-Class bag. Do you remember?
But you
And
see,
we thought
look,
we'd
you
only got a
could.
certain number, and we actually have.
Oh, we
got.
found loads more then, didn't we? So you could put it there, or if you want to, you could put. Oh, that's going to look nice there, isn't it?
Now, Natasha, when we
Yeah.
did these before, we
Yeah.
did a very crazy price on them.
What did we do on them?
Are you willing to do it again?
Well, how crazy?
It was crazy.
Yeah, but these should
It
be
was a
like
one-off
$3.99
craziness.
each.
I know. You did a silly thing where you went, everyone can have them for 49 pence each.
Oh yes, Christmas.
Yeah, it's Christmas, isn't it?
So you can either have like sparkly stuff on there. I think that looks rather nice, actually. Oh yes.
Okay, I will
It's going to have to stay there while it just.
I will load
or-
specific stock at 49 pence, and then they are going to have to go to their full price. That's what we're going to do.
Right.
That's what we're going to do.
Yes, boss. I'm just going to load that
All right,
there.
because it's Christmas.
Because it's
Because we both feel rubbish.
Yeah, and actually changing anything would require some sort of effort, which neither of us are meant we're going to actually do. Right, good. On a day where we feel particularly rubbish, I think it's always good to do 2 demos.
Always good to do 2 demos, and
I
it's
bet we're
really,
just
it's
doing
really
that.
great for all of us. None of us have extra work to do on that front.
Thing to do.
No.
Pop that. If I lean that against there, then the gem there. Oh, look at! I love it. I do
It's
really love it
beautiful.
for something that is so ridiculously quick and easy to
Yeah,
make.
but you see, anyone who doesn't sew wouldn't know that.
No, they wouldn't.
They would not.
Blue snap, says Elizabeth. Sorry, Liz. Lizzie, I didn't see that in time.
But you could make yours with a blue snap.
Or if you got, you know what I'm kicking myself for? I left them at home, the starry ones that we had on last week.
Oh, nice.
In fact, I did actually put that in this one.
I've put them on the collection.
Can I just show you? Because when I did 3, because it was a bit loose. There's my starry one there.
Oh, nice.
Starry,
The
starry
job
night.
that Guy actually volunteers for in the crafting sense is putting my cam snaps in.
Does
He'll
he
go,
like to do
let
that?
me do that because he feels all manly with the cam snap pliers. Yeah.
I mean, I think they're safer than clearly an
Anything
toenail
else?
clipper.
Oh, honestly,
The men in your home, in your life.
ridiculous. She was berating
All the
him heavily
sympathy
though.
over there. All the sympathy
Oh.
over there, and with Mother Ed's.
She was berating him. Well, could you not have waited for Gemma to do them for you?
Oh,
She's not here. She's not here. Yeah, but I was a nail technician. I'll cut his toenails, no bother. Cut everyone's toenails. It's fine. There are far more unhygienic areas of your body than your feet. Your hands being one of them, actually. Yeah, just saying. You want to know how many germs are on your hands? I know. Attractive thought, isn't it? It's just what you needed. You're
Wow.
feeling so fabulous. Lovely Ginny Mackie's got a bit more sympathy than me. She says, get well soon.
thanks, Ginny. Do you know what? Jane also has more sympathy than you because look what she's done. Bless her. She's even prepped. By the way, this is like another world's ridiculously simple demo. Just as well, because I can't really manage anything else.
No.
Is this? Oh, we sound a bit pathetic, don't we, today?
I'm just feeling really sorry for
Pathetic.
ourselves.
I know. She's even folded over my seam.
Oh, I love Jane.
I love Jane. So this is brushed cotton, and this is a glow-in-the-dark dinosaur fabric. Hang on. Where's my CSI torch? Yes. Love it.
I do feel like the CSI torch needs to be a necessary stocking filler for any child who's having a Dino Glow related make for Christmas.
Yeah.
Little UV torch.
And you know what? Actually, I could do this one for Emily because it's got pink dinosaurs.
Look.
Yeah. She does love a dinosaur. She can't say all the names like Freddie does. I'm just going to... So that's just folded over twice so that we don't fray. It's in the instructions as well. If you're using a fleece that isn't going to fray, don't bother. If you're not, do. Do you know what though? Do you think this is how I'm going to get my pins back from Jane? One, 4 at a time.
It's not a bad plan.
Jane, could you
Don't
just
prep my
prep
shoes
this?
in your room using your pin cushion.
Yeah.
Just retrieve those pins one by one.
So just a little stitch there like that.
Nice. So this is our pocket.
Huh?
Is this our pocket?
Yes, the pocket.
Nice.
Like that. See?
Like that.
No. You are going to want to then snip off any threads. You see 3 bits of fabric. Come on. Come on. Line them up. Get the 4 pins that Jane has very generously given you back. Ow! Oh, well, that's karma, isn't it? Stab myself with them.
Have your pin back.
Yes! Stab yourself with them.
Oh no.
Oh man. That just about sums up my day. La 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 la.
Yesterday, everyone. Perhaps you want to watch that one back.
We were
for a
great
more
yesterday.
Dynamic show.
It was very
And
dynamic.
those blinking gorgeous bags in the background were what Natasha made. And
Do you know-
fabric bag handles, which was a particularly special demo.
Cassandra here has got all the... right, get your...
I do love, you know, a little bit of karma.
I'm just
on a
going to
Tuesday
use that to give me the corners that I want. There you go. Let's not get too technical here, Gemma. That is now my corner because it fits my water bottle. So in Trago milk, I love Trago.
You are a fan.
But what I noticed was, that's red thread by the way, not blood. What I noticed was that A, their hot water bottles were ridiculously expensive, and B, the covers were really badly made. Just saying. So I thought...
Far be it from you to cast any shade on them, because you do love them. However,
I do,
on this
but-
particular occasion...
Do you know what? We give ourselves, don't we, such a hard time on, is this perfect, is that perfect on a make?
Sure.
And then you see stuff that's being churned out and you go, crikey bobs, far better than that.
Exactly.
Round that corner we go. Do you know what I love about this make, Jamala?
Speedy, speedy.
Speedy, speedy. No turning through gap required.
Well, that's good.
There we go. Now, using my pinking shears that I purloined yesterday, you might just want to pink anyway if this is ever going to go through the wash. Be careful as you take your pins out because they're sharp, Gemma. Very sharp.
Yeah, be a bit careful with that.
Be a bit careful. Yeah. Now, turn it through. This is super snuggly too. Do you know what else I thought? If you're making for an adult, do you know what else I would make it out of?
What's that?
Out of our cashmere feel bamboo toweling.
Oh, yes.
Because that's so super snuggly.
It is.
Mabel's got quite a lot of that. I'm not going to lie.
Toweling, don't we?
Because she's a spaniel. It's funny the number of strangers I speak to these days. And one stranger the other day went, well, she's become a spaniel at a young age, isn't she? Look how wet she is.
Oh, they love the water. They just throw themselves in.
This is not a difficult make, everybody.
No.
Right. Right. Now, what you're going to do is just turn your seam over. You can turn it over once or twice. Again, it doesn't matter. If you want to turn it over, oh, Gem, I'm going to spoil everyone. And you don't want to use pins because, you know, they hurt.
No.
Better this one.
Sorry, that there washaway tape.
Yeah.
Washaway filters tape.
I use it to baste everything.
Use it for everything, darling.
I really do. Love it.
Oh, Chris says it was a fabulous show yesterday. Can't wait for my fabric arrive to make a couple. Those bundles are still up.
We replenished a couple, didn't we? Because
we
we did see that a couple had sold out, and we're like, actually, if we go and accurately count everything, then...
So we did that last night, and I think you got eagle-eyed and grabbed them. But, yeah, like I say, everyone's feeling horrible this morning with one thing or another. And so that is one of the fabulous deals that has not yet been taken down, is the bundles from yesterday.
So the bundles from yesterday, you got a half metre of fabric for free. And I was eagle-eyed. I saw those of you that spent over £50 and then got another half metre of designer fabric for free as well. And Gemma and I just sat and looked at each other and went,
Fair play.
fair play. It's there to be used. So you can, oh, I've got a bit of glitter on the end of that. You can use this as a basting tape, basically. Because by the time that you've got an equal 1/4 of an inch either side, around your edges, it just wants to do that anyway. And then again, you're going to stitch around there. It's all going on, Gemma. And if you are worried about fray, I don't think that this brush cotton is fraying. I don't think it's that sort. I've not seen any fray on it.
Good, eh?
But you can always turn it over again.
You can. Little double turn.
Now, Gemma, would you like to read my instructions and tell me exactly how far I'm going to be sewing my elastic in?
Bear and twist.
Now you can use a thread that is going to actually, you know, not show up quite so much. There we go. That's Is that seamed?
Lovely. Has Jane cut your elastic and marked it and all of those
Yeah,
things?
she has.
So good.
Right, so let's talk elastic. Obviously, the elastic needs to be sewn in under pressure. Da, 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 da. And so, is this normal? I don't know if it's normal.
I don't think so.
Um,
Who wants to be normal? I think normal sounds dull, to be honest.
Okay, so
That's my
your
theory.
with your elastic, here it is, and I'll show you what we've done. Here, we've marked it. So it's going to be a 7-inch piece that you use, okay? But we've marked it at 3.5 inches. That is your halfway mark.
Nice.
Measure 2 inches down from the top. Thank you, Gemma. You could have just said.
So your elastic's cut longer, though.
Yeah.
You've got a bit
So
to
you've
rattle
got a bit of play.
But it's all in the instructions.
All in the instructions. But that's where you're going to go from seam. Stretch it to seam.
Nice.
Right. And we're going to measure 2 inches down because Gemma just told me from my own instructions.
That you've got for. My brother always used to say everything backwards. Didn't say forgot, he said got for. I got for that. We still say got for now. You always carry those things forward, don't you? As
I would
family.
really like to. I'd really like it. Ah, there it is.
Oh, well spotted as well. Just in an order come through, someone else has spotted that the style they'll fix offer is still on.
Oh yeah, it's all
£2
still
off
on
a
there.
metre, yes, well spotted. Well spotted.
If you want to mark along there so that you know you've got like a line to stitch on, could help. Could help, Gemma. The best will in the world when you are stitching under pressure.
That one.
That one. Then you might just wanna. Emily's been watching an American show.
Oh,
Drives me mad, but she loves it.
marvellous.
You might find it easier if you turn it back through so it's on the wrong side.
Yeah, it would. But
She's making her life difficult.
right
today.
now, Jane, I like to make my
She
life.
started, so she refuses to give in. I was observing her being stubborn.
Thanks, Jane.
About Jane comes in and goes, Natasha, stop making life difficult for yourself. And just crack on.
Yeah, I'm just. I don't think that's going to stretch all the way, Jane.
You really do have to pull it.
Got to
really
give it a bit of.
thoroughly, which is why we gave it that extra bit on the end.
Yeah, just in case you don't want to, like, really pull it that much. So.
Because Natasha was feeling revolting this morning, Jane's made her sample for us, and Natasha wrote the instructions, and then Jane made the sample this morning, hence she's just stuck her head in the door to give her moral support, guidance, which is very lovely.
Yeah, I couldn't actually move this morning. That was where we got to. Now you can zigzag or you can straight stitch this, but get going first. Keep the rest of it out of the way, and apply some stretch. I can't even draw a straight line today, Jim.
Amazing.
Yep.
Winning at life.
Is that what we call it?
Yeah, of course.
Good, good.
It's what the whole what doesn't kill you makes you stronger thing, isn't it?
Excellent.
Yeah.
See you next
It's all
week.
fine, you got this, Tash. It's all good.
But you just hang on, basically you just hang on for dear life onto the end of your elastic.
You do. Say, no, don't go through the machine, and then a little bit goes through.
Pull it as tight as you can. And let your machine do the work on the under fabric.
Ooh.
What?
Pam has given a public safety warning about being very careful when filling hot water bottles.
Oh no.
Her poor old mum accidentally overfilled hers. Yeah, ouchies.
even under pressure, I haven't quite got enough elastic, you know. It's not actually going to... And there, by Nat's whisker.
Heidi's really excited for her patterns to arrive.
Good, good. I'll get a little bit of extra elastic in a minute. And just
to
do that.
point out as well, actually, that the patterns were on 3 for 2. I've just checked with SJ.
Are they still on
And
3 for 2?
yeah, they are still on 3 for 2. We haven't taken that down yet either.
Great.
That's on Natasha Makes Patterns. So made
Not-
by
yeah,
resident
not-
designers, aka Natasha, Jane, and me.
Fold it.
Look at this.
Fold it.
In it goes. Beautiful. Claire Angelina says, "You two are like twins." I can only assume she means twins like in the 1988 film with Arnold Schwarzenegger and
I
Danny
love that film. I love that film. I'm really sorry that you would be Danny DeVito.
I know, but it's clearly the case because you're a clear foot taller than me.
And blonde. And you are shorter and dark haired.
How it is.
We would be those twins.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
And this would be lovely and snuggly
I
and
think
glow
I
in the
prefer
dark.
the Patsy and Ed's kind of Eddie
Yeah.
comparison to the Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito twins.
There you go.
Look at that.
There you go.
Another quick and easy make for Christmas, guys.
So either go fluff it, or if you're making it for, you know, someone that doesn't want glow in the dark.
Who are they? That beautiful brush designer flannel.
Do you want to see the
what it's
designer
called,
flannel?
Would be lovely.
Come on, let's get these out, because you could do the whole thing in designer flannel.
You could.
And I don't care how
Pocket and
old you
all.
are,
Pocket
because
and
you're never
all.
too old for some
Soft.
stars. What? Have we put this on a discount or not?
I mean, we haven't. You want me to?
I mean, it might be nice,
I'll have a little look.
just a little bit, because you know it's not Cyber Monday anymore.
So, a non-Cyber Monday mega deal.
Yeah.
Well, why not?
So we've got clouds in blue, clouds in grey. I just love the feel
And
of this.
these are beautiful quality. They're Riley Blake.
They are Riley Blake, aren't they?
Echo Park Paper
You've got
Company.
the star. You see, this is what I mean. You've got the stars, so this is why it's perfect for bedtime. You've got your dark stars, you've got your light blue stars, and then you've got your green stars. So when I do Emily's one, I might actually do it in the dark blue so that her pink dinosaurs really show up.
Not a bad plan, Sam.
Do you want to see? Hang on, where's my CSI torch? Do you know the CSI torches are like pence off Amazon?
It's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, but it just means, which just well, 'cause I keep losing it. What have I done with it? Gemma, what have I done with it?
I don't know. I
Come
never
on, you're
expect
the
me to know
eagle-eye one. What?
always.
Yeah,
Always.
I know what I've done with it. But anyway, these bits glow in the dark. These bits here. There we go.
Right, discount applied.
Oh, here, Gemma, I'm looking around it.
Wow.
It was on my desk and I'm just,
There it is.
there you go.
That would be a great stocking filler, actually, wouldn't it? To get one of those little UV torches. Yeah. For a small person who's got a item made out of the glow in the dark.
So that's what I'm going to be doing this afternoon. One of those for Ems.
Okay, I have casually just taken off the money from the
Do you know what? Enjoy it, because,
designer flannel.
and also, do you know what I wish I'd done now? Oh, I've got maker's remorse, Jen.
Terrible.
Well, look,
Maker's
if you
remorse.
if you have a little girl that maybe doesn't want dinosaurs, we've got some nice purple glow in the dark with just like randomly bits on.
Yeah.
Freddie's got ammonites. Sounds nasty, doesn't it? It sounds like he needs a cream.
Yeah.
But he's very excited about his ammonites. So actually, I wish I'd done him a glow in the dark ammonite now. There are always options. Might do another one. Look at those. There's something quite nice about a
Gorgeous.
Fibonacci sequence. Just saying.
You love a Fibonacci.
I do like it. It's my favourite Fibonacci. Is it my favourite mathematical sequence? Please tell me that other people have such things in their lives.
No.
No. Good.
But then you are the person that did A-level maths because you like a Fibonacci sequence, so
Yeah, I didn't show up to the exam though.
no.
Couldn't be bothered.
Bit of an asset when trying to do an
Turns out
A-level.
it helps. It helps. I turned up to the biology and the physics ones because they were quite fun, and my theatre studies and my general studies. Like I turned up to 4.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well done you.
Well done me.
Yeah.
I thought 4's enough. 5 is just greedy. Can't bother to go to maths.
No. Fair enough.
This is when you don't actually let me give any kind of
advice at all to my child. No,
No.
definitely not. No.
good.
Just to be
Education.
really clear on that. No.
No education is a loss. Right. Remember after my divorce, one of the first dates that I went, and the guy that I went on a date with also had a favourite mathematical equation. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm not the only geek out there. Turns out it's all right.
Helen Law wants to know how much fabric does it take to make the hot water bottle cover?
Oh gosh, half a metre. Plenty. Plenty.
Barbara Waynard wants to know that as well.
Oh, half a
Helps
metre.
if we tell these things. doesn't
Half
it?
a metre. Plenty.
Yeah. Ginny Mackey loves a Venn diagram.
Yeah, because like a Venn diagram.
And
Yeah, right.
Claire Angelina says she didn't really mean in the sense of, twins, the film, or otherwise,
Oh.
but in the sense of finishing each other's sentences and singing in chorus.
Oh no, we're more like a married couple, to be fair. Aren't we really? Yeah.
Sylv says Tash would be the one who'd been genetically modified. Because you're
Quite sure
a
I've
big
seen
old
that.
bird, that's why. Yesterday when we were talking about the fact that turkey legs are so much bigger in America because they've been steroided. That'd be you. You'd be the
steroids?
GM version. I'm the regular size. You'd be like, go large.
Just keep all those compliments coming this morning. Genetically modified, all sorts, steroided. Great. These and honestly,
Jumbo model.
it's jumbo model. Oh, I can't.
When you're in the fast food restaurants, and they're like, "Do you want to go large?" That's you. That's it. They give you the big tall cup that has far too much pop in it, and you're like, "How am I going to drink all that?"
We just crack on, don't you? One sip at a time.
Oh, dear.
Go big or go home. That's what we say. Go big or go home.
Auntie Lizzie says, "Now Natasha, fill that. Sit quietly and give it a cuddle." It's just so much nicer than the rest of us.
Yeah, you are, Auntie Lizzie. I'm coming to your house. You can look after me. You're much nicer than anybody else I know right now.
Oh, Claire's got very confused. She says, "You didn't do your maths A level, but then you became a maths teacher."
I know, right? I
You
know.
won't have taught A level maths. You'll have taught.
I
younger.
taught GCSE maths.
Yeah, which she's allowed to do because she's got a GCSE in maths. That's
To be
how it
fair, I
works.
taught A-level English without A-level English, so I only did 1 year of A-level English. I did a smorgasbord of A-levels because I got a bit bored. I did art,
You
English and
did.
theatre studies for a year, then I got bored, so did maths, physics and biology, and then realised that maths really wasn't for me, so picked up the rest of the theatre studies again. It's all good fun.
Good, eh?
There we go. Potted history of things Natasha can't make her mind up on.
Me
Anyway.
too, Sylv, me too. Just saying.
What?
Those giant turkey legs in America, they remind you of the Flintstones. They are ridiculous.
I've never
If
seen
you
one.
don't
I
know, you've got to go to Disney to see it. People walk around
I've
with like
never-
a turkey leg that's like your arm.
I've never
I've
been
never
to
seen anything like it
Disney,
in my life.
and I've never seen a big turkey leg.
I love Disney.
Do you?
Love it. Anyone wants to take me to Disney, I'm there.
Really?
Yeah,
Is that just a
basically.
plea?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gemma's available.
I am. I've got no passport, so you'd have to give me a few weeks, but I'm all over that.
Should be fine. I've
Yeah.
never been, so I'd quite like to go too. Do you have to take children?
It's so much better if you don't.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Well, just tell them they're not old enough to remember yet.
Well, just don't tell them where you're going. Tell them you're going to a quilt show.
Yeah, but they love quilt shows, my two,
Oh.
because they always bump into Brandon
Right,
and
tell them
Kate.
you're going somewhere else that's really dull. You're fine.
I think I might be seeing them next week. You know.
Yeah, you said. I have to go.
I
and
can't.
rest
Well, I
and get
can't. I've got
well.
to be better. I've got to be better.
Yeah,
I can't. I
of
can't
course.
take. Could you imagine if you were the one that made the meal? No.
No.
No. Any questions for them? I might do a little Facebook Live.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
I don't. I can't promise because
Does
I'm
anyone
not.
have any questions for Kate or
I'm
Brandon?
not going there on my own business. I'm going there on somebody else's business. They've asked me to go and interview him. But you know, I might sneak in a quick if I can. I'm not making any promises. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Right. In which case, I need to go. I really
Go and get rested.
I need to go well. I need to get a voice.
Yeah.
Can we do that now? So next
Fine.
week, Monday and Tuesday, will be from my home somehow. I'm going to work this out somehow. You're going to have to bear with me. YouTubers, you're going to have to find us on Facebook. I'm really sorry. We've never done this before, but needs must. I don't think I can stand up for another hour to pre-record anything. Just going to be honest. Soz babes. I could do customer services too. See, soz babes.
Yeah, okay.
I might give you a little.
I'm going to go with no.
Okay.
Okay.
I did try customer services, but it's not for me. It's not for me. It's really not for me. Not for me.
For those of you actually, you know, who have had the joy of customer services,
It wasn't me.
Myself and Jane and SJ, well done you. And also, might I recommend that it's always a good idea to have your phone number on your Natasha Makes profile. Don't use it for marketing purposes. We're not going to ring you up or pass your details on to anyone else or sell it or anything awful like
We
that.
only ring you up if there's like something on your order that we need to ask.
Literally, sometimes it can just be, oh, this fabric's come up a couple of centimetres short. Are you all right with us doing an adjustment on the price and you still want it or not? And it just means that we then don't have to email and hope you get the email.
And it doesn't go into spam.
And then, you know,
or
and
anything
then
like
your
that.
order gets delayed. So
Yeah.
you can log into your Natasha Makes accounts online, have a little look, and I just recommend you pop a phone number on there. Chances are, 99 times
You'll
out of
never
100,
hear from us at all.
you won't hear from us. But if you do hear from us,
Yeah.
it'll be me.
Occasionally me.
Yeah, very occasionally.
Sometimes Gemma makes me call too.
Yeah. But
I
when
have a
you
bit of a
do
fear.
call, really.
It's not normally me because I've got a bit of a fear of phone.
Yeah.
I've got an irrational fear of phones. Which,
Whereas
given that I talk for a living, is really weird.
I love a good chat. So
yeah,
it's normally
you do.
me that phones.
But I do have a bit of an irrational fear of phone calls.
Yeah.
I will do anything to put off having to make a phone call. Isn't that weird? Unless it's you. I'm just going to ring you. Annoy you.
All
What's
the
your
time.
like?
All the time.
Yeah.
Still says she swears at the phone when it rings so that then she can be nice when she talks to the people.
I like that.
Yeah.
Get
Good
it
idea.
out first.
Get it out, but just make sure it's finished before you press the button. Otherwise,
that's
you're
really
answering the phone
awkward.
with an expletive, which is never a good idea.
It's not the
We've
best.
all done it.
Have we?
Well, I've witnessed people do it. It's hilarious.
Have we all done it?
First job I was ever in. This is terrible, actually. It's a terrible story.
Well, now you've got to tell us.
We had
haven't
a
you?
countess ring up for the services that the company provided that I was working for, and
Well, that
I had
sounds
this
really dodgy.
horrible sales manager that I worked for.
Mm.
Sorry if you're watching. He wasn't
Sauce
very
babes.
nice though, sauce babes.
Yeah. But
And
you were vile.
I used to phone through to him and say, "I've got so and so on the phone for you," and he'd say, he'd pause, and then he'd go, "Well, put her through then." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then he had a go at me the one day and was like, "Will you just put my calls through? Tell me who it is and then put it through. Don't wait to be told." I was like, "Oh, that's fine." Thinking I was giving him the opportunity to get himself together, paperwork, get things up, you know, on the screen or whatever he needed. No. So said Countess rang up. So I phoned through to him and I'm like, "I've got Countess blah de blah for you," and I pressed the button and put her through, not realising this is the first one I'd done as he'd asked me to. That he then was going to start effing and jeffing, going, "Oh, for crying out loud, not effing Countess, effing whoever it is again." At which point she's listening. Oh yes, she's listening. Yeah, and had a transaction that she wanted to do with around 15 million mark, which back when, where are we talking? 22 years ago?
I don't care.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Yeah.
That's no small amount.
No, but 22 years ago is even more than it is now. Yeah. And the whole office just went silent because he was like, "Countess so-and-so." And everyone just froze. I was through in the front office, had no idea. Until one of the girls crept in and went, "Just need you to know, when he gets off that call, it's probably not going to be pretty. Because you just put Countess What's-a-Chops through straight away." And I went, yeah, he's told me to. And she went, "Yeah, he didn't realise." Yeah, he'd been effing and jeffing going, "It's Countess effing What's-a-Chops again." Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm going to say, if you've got a 15 million transaction you want to do, crack on. You be as awkward as you want. Wow. Yeah, we were in a nice private financial advisors. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. He was vile. So yeah, it was hilarious. Oh yeah, brilliant story, Gemma. Yeah, thanks, Claire Angelina. It is one of those cringe moments for me. But he tried to rip my head off and basically have me sacked, and the whole office just turned and went, "We've heard you have a go at her for not putting your call straight through. Don't you dare." I was 18 and fresh out of school.
Oh no.
I know.
Oh no. Oh, all the good fun. We don't behave like that here. You can buy £15 million worth of stuff with us. We're very happy to accommodate.
We'll come and deliver it in person. I'm not going to lie. You do that, we will deliver it in person.
We'll come in Inga's little motorhome.
Yeah. At 15 million, we're getting a flight, babe. Cheers, babes.
Cheers, babe.
Becky says that's karma. Yes, I think it is.
Oh, what does they say? Karma's only at BITCH if you are.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm going to tell Natasha more stories about that delightful man once we've said goodbye to you.
Oh, brilliant.
But tomorrow, Jane and I will be with you. I'm not going to be here. No, Natasha's not going to be here. We're going to do a little bit of a recap of some things that we've done, but she's got a very beautiful make for you as well, which you've had a sneaky peek of before.
You really eagled and you all wanted it. And we're like,
you had to
not
wait.
yet.
You had to wait. I've just got to speak to our supplier today and just make sure everything's all lined up.
They keep doing this, don't they? Yes, we've got loads. Oh, sorry, no, we haven't.
But it's fine. But we will be
That's why you talk to people and I don't. Because I would not find that fine.
We're having a lovely show
when we've planned a show around it.
Clash won't be here. Jane and I will. And then next Monday, Tuesday, we've got Clash on her phone. What could possibly go wrong? Until then,
bear with. Just all I'm going to say is be kind. You look at R anyway, but just,
I'm just going to say it was your suggestion, guys. So be careful what you what you wish for.
Then you'll be grateful when we're back in the studio the following week.
Clearly, it's all your fault. Hey.
That's customer service for you, isn't it?
It is.
Your fault.
Hey.
You asked.
Hey. Oh, bless. We have a safe journey home and hope you feel better soon from Pam.
Thanks, Pam. See? That's what nice people say, Gemma.
That's exactly it.
That's
exactly it.
Thanks, everybody. Take care. Lots of love. Bye. Oh, hang on. I've turned my screen off, Gem.
Don't do that.
I can't get rid of us. We're still here. Oh, no. Where's it gone?
Everyone.
I can't. I've got to log in and everything. Uh-oh. Bear with.
I could have pressed my button anyway, but I'm just letting you carry on now because this is Comedy Genius. You could have just given me a nod and a wink and I'd have pressed the button.
You wouldn't know.
You don't have to go onto your holding screen, but you're going to do it anyway.
Yeah. Bye!
She is okay to drive. She is. Thank you very much for joining us. Lots of love. Bye.
We're gone.
Not till I say we're not.